All right, y'all. I'll probably get spanked for this, but we're going to talk about the system again, okay? I've never been a big fan of the system. System don't like me because of that. I don't care anymore, okay? I've seen this crap ever since I was a little kid, man. And it just seems either I'm noticing it more or it's getting worse. I think probably both. Anywho, what do I mean by this? Now, what I mean by this is I've seen so many people, so many regular folk, people in general, and they defend the system they defend that system like you wouldn't believe, and I don't think they even know why or what they're talking about half the time. But anyway, this is what they stand by the system firm, and as long as they're getting paid, oh, they're fine. They stick up for the system. It's like a little crony, supporting their bully master or whatever. And then all of a sudden the system turns around and shafts them, and they're surprised about that. Let's go even further. Seen people stick up for the system, throw other people under the goddamn bus, so it wouldn't be them that got thrown under the bus. And then there's no one else to throw under the bus but them. And then they're surprised that the system's throwing them under the bus. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're surprised by that, huh? Okay. But that's why I didn't end up working in a factory. When I was a kid, they were trying to push me to factory work. I said, I ain't going to do that. No, I ain't wasting 50 years of my life in a factory making money for someone else, okay? That's not what I want to do. And I seen what adults had to put up with. And I ain't doing that. And for a damn good reason. Here we are, people my age are starting to get retirement, and these places are folding under. They're taking their 401ks, their pensions. Their jobs are gone overnight. So I saw that a long, long time ago. I was like, I'm either going to have to get in and work my butt off to try to keep what I have, and there's no guarantee that they're going to let you keep that, okay? I'm telling you right now, there's no guarantee, and I saw that. The last thing I wanted to do was get a lot of stuff and have it taken away. Because you can't take what you don't have. They can't take what you don't have, okay? So the last thing I was going to do is put all that effort and time and money into getting stuff, a house, car, vacations, whatever. And then at the end, nothing. So, I might as well have nothing all along because, once you get that stuff and then it goes away, it sucks. It's worse than if you never had it to begin with, right? But that's one thing I see, man. People stick up for the system. Like there's a strike going on. I'm not going to say what it's all about, but there's a strike going on, okay? And they're not necessarily supposed to, but that's besides the point. But it's funny because, they say it's a democracy. They say we live in a democracy. But yet, when anybody starts to speak out, what happens? What happens? Yeah, they don't say, oh, okay, yeah, we'll listen to you and we'll fix it accordingly. No. But I see that, so I've seen it so many times in my life. I'll probably see it more often now, especially now because... Here's the thing, there's a huge wealth transfer going on all over the world, especially in this country. It's the baby boomers. The baby boomers are dying, they're retiring en masse, a bunch of them. And, you got Gen Xers, the next generation, holding their hand out, waiting for inheritance, and most of them ain't going to get no freaking inheritance, I'll tell you that right now. And they're going to be very disappointed. So anyway... But there's a strike going on. They're not supposed to be striking, and they're being basically called criminals. And and these are the people that stuck up for the system. They're, showed up every day for the system, did everything by the book probably for the system, and now the system's turned their back on them, and they're like, ooh. You're surprised about that. I am not one iota. I'd be more surprised if they actually came to your defense and actually helped you out. That would really surprise me. But I'm sorry about y'all's bad luck and all, but, I seen it since I was a kid, man. Since I was 5 years old, I seen this crap. And that's why I'm kind of ostracized and sidelined and crap because I don't put into the system like other people do. I'm not going to go do that. But, anywho, hopefully stuff will change. I remember talking to my dad, 20 years ago, I think it was. Long time ago, 20 years ago, and he died about 12, right? And I was hopeful then that stuff in society would change, just getting along. But he just looked at me and said, I've never seen anything change in my whole life. I did, and so, yeah. Oh, anywho, that's if you stick up for the system, be prepared for that same system to turn around and shaft you. Okay, that's all. That's the bottom line of it. Okay, just be prepared for them to shaft you. If you're standing up for them and sticking up for the system and being all that for them, don't expect them to turn around and give you a pat on the back or kudos or be gentle with you when it comes time for you to be in the barrel. Okay, so.